It's October 1st, so this is my first vlog for Vlogtober. Woohoo! Today is Sunday. It's Sunday. It was church day. Church. It was good. We had a good time. And then we had family dinner, so me and my sister, who's currently hibernating in her room, and the cat are all peopled out. So we're kind of just chilling. I think I might sim a little later, but right now we're just enjoying the peace and quiet, especially the cat, because there were 2 children here for lunch, and as we all know, she is not a kid person. So anyway, other things for today. I mowed. I listened to a little bit more of The Hobbit while I mowed. I really enjoy The Hobbit. So my sister just texted me and told me that I'm supposed to explain family dinner. So family dinners are a little strange, I'm sure, to a lot of people, but we do them weekly. On Sunday after church, we gather somewhere. It's usually at my parents' house. We decided today, although I didn't agree to this, but apparently it was decided without me, that we are now going to rotate hosting family dinner, which is fine, as long as the number of people at family dinner does not exceed 8, because we have determined that unless we eat outside, that's about the maximum number of people who can be in our apartment comfortably and eat at the table. Yeah. So now we're going to rotate. My other sister and her husband are going to be moving into their new home. They're finishing up. They've been doing some work on it, and hopefully they're going to be moving into their home in the next couple of weeks. And so they're going to take 1 week, and we're going to take 1 week a month, and my parents will take the other 2. So we're going to be rotating, and that'll be exciting. But family dinner is interesting. You never know what kind of topics are going to come up. It could be theology. It could be what I saw on YouTube the other day that was hilarious. So it's pretty much a free-for-all as far as conversation. We usually have very good food, and we all get up from the table and we're like, oh, food coma. I did not succumb to the food coma today. I mowed the grass. I haven't mowed in about 10 years, so it was kind of a learning experience for me. For example, we had to borrow my dad's mower because we don't actually have one, because I've lived in somebody else's house where I didn't mow ever, because that was part of the agreement. And my sister, the one I live with, lived in an apartment where she didn't mow. So we don't have a mower yet. We have one that's coming, but the carburetor's being rebuilt or something. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yes, I mowed today. And it turns out that when you use a bagged mower, you have to empty out the bag on a regular basis. Otherwise, it leaves clumps of composted grass all over the yard. So there are clumps of composted grass all over our yard, because I didn't find out about this until I was done. So, but good to know. But while I was mowing, I was listening to The Hobbit, and I was thinking about this, and I don't know how familiar you are, if you're familiar at all, with the book The Hobbit by J.R. Tolkien, in case there was any question about that. But my favorite part, I shouldn't say the best part, because I mean that's totally subjective, but my favorite part of this whole book is Bilbo's character. Bilbo Baggins starts off as this normal hobbit, and he never goes on adventures, and everybody thinks he's such a good hobbit. He's very wealthy, he's very comfortable, and the most you can say about him is that he goes for walks and he likes maps, and Tolkien does such a great job of developing him as a character, and I love him. He's so relatively normal at the beginning of the book, and then all of a sudden, well, not all of a sudden, but as the book progresses, he becomes less and less normal and more adventurous and more non-linear thinker. He thinks of solutions, but they're often outside of what anybody else's expectations of him are. He fights giant spiders in Mirkwood Forest, and he rescues his traveling companions from the dungeons of the Elven King of Mirkwood. And he's so funny because he likes the dwarves, but they get on his last nerve. And so it just amuses me to no end when he's thinking about the dwarves and what they're doing, and he's just wishing to be back home in his own home with, drinking a cup of tea in his own chair, and yet he's doing all these really cool adventurous things. And so I was just thinking about that today. I think that's all I have. I hope you have a lovely October 1st, what's left of it, because I think it's 7:45. So, have a great 4 hours and 15 minutes left. Yay! And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye!